The House will come to order. A prayer by the chaplain.
Most loving and generous Creator, in this magnificent house, we come to you this morning with a sense of urgency. The work of the people must be done, and a deadline is looming. Up against the clock, these legislators' hearts become frustrated. They might become agitated. They can say unkind things, and they can become unproductive. Creator, we ask that these things be fixed. We know these are common reactions to stress, and we ask for your blessing this day. That then when they are faced with tough situations like these legislators might remember that they are the servants of the people and that they are called to model a servant's heart. May these legislators remember the words of St. Francis of Assisi as they finish up this legislative session. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Loving Creator, we ask your blessings upon these legislators as they finish up the business of the people of Minnesota. And we ask that each and every one of us gathered here today might be a blessing to each other. In your heavenly name we all do pray. Amen.
The chaplain for today is Reverend Holck from the Grey Eagle United Methodist Church, Sauk Center, Minnesota. The Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The clerk will take the roll.
Leading by lives.
And I'll stand up and turn the mic on and say that the clerk will call the names of those members who have not checked in for the quorum call.
The clerk will now call the names of those who have not yet answered the quorum call.
So don't call the speaker.
Bolden.
Bolden, present.
Bolden present. Christensen.
Christensen, present.
Christensen, present. Davids. Davids. Feist.
Feist, present.
Feist, present. Fisher.
Fisher, present.
Fisher, present. Frankie. Frankie. Frazier.
Frazier, present.
Frazier, present. Gomez.
Gomez, present.
Gomez, present. Hassan. Hassan.
Hassan is present.
Hassan, present. Hausman.
Hausman, present.
Hausman, present. Hornstein.
Hornstein, present.
Hornstein, present. Jordan.
Jordan, present.
Jordan, present. Kosnick.
Kosnick, present.
Kosnick, present. Lucero. Lucero.
Is that the drug-free zone?
Mariani.
Or tribal?
Mariani, present.
Mariani, present. Mason. Mason. Murphy. Murphy. Rasmussen.
Rasmussen, present.
Rasmussen, present. Ryer.
Ryer, present.
Ryer, present. Richardson.
Richardson, present.
Richardson, present. Stevenson.
Stevenson, present.
Stevenson, present. Thompson. Thompson. Vang. Vang. Davids. Davids. Frankie. Frankie. Lucero. Lucero. Okay. Mason. Mason, present. Murphy. Murphy, present. Thompson. Thompson. Vang. Vang.
The clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 92nd Session, 2022, 111th day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Wednesday, May 18th, 2022.
If there's no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved and corrected by the chief clerk. Comparison reports. A copy of the order of business is online. If there's no objection, the motions will prevail. Hearing no objection, the motions prevail and the substitutions will be made. Second reading of Senate files.
Second reading, Senate file number 908.
Second reading.
Second reading, Senate file number 2678.
Second reading. Okay. Introduction of bills. The following House files have been offered for introduction today. The chief clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction of first reading of House Files 4892 through 4898.
First reading of House files 42 through 98. There you go. Okay, I understand Representative Novotny has an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. They say that there is a time to sow and that there is a time to reap. And I say that because Senator Kiffmeyer, former Representatives Kiffmeyer and Secretary of State is retiring, and we get to reap the benefits of that in one of the long traditions held here. It's Bread Day. Her husband, former Representative Ralph Kiffmeyer, has the homemade bread and raspberry jelly that is homemade from homegrown raspberries and apple butter in the retiring room. I'd like to thank Senator Kiffmeyer and former Representative Kiffmeyer for this last bread day as she is retiring. Thank you.
I recognize the Majority Leader Winkler.
Mr. Speaker, members, the Rules Committee is going to meet shortly. DFL members, we will caucus at 4. We will reconvene shortly thereafter, probably around 5 p.m. this evening. And Mr. Speaker, I'm waiting to see if they want to say something.
Representative New Brindley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Republican members will caucus immediately following rules.
Mr. Speaker, I move a recess to the call of the chair.
Representative, okay, motion to recess and call the chair. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are in recess.
Hey. Nothing like that bread and homemade butter.